Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols and I'm here bringing you Nichols Worth, and today we're going to be talking about the Bibles that I carry with me every day. Now you may say you've already made an everyday carry video. Well, every year my everyday carries change because I change translations in order to be able to read and enhance my experience and also to enhance yours by giving you my opinion. So now let's check out number one, the bag and how it's performed. And number two, what I've got in it. I've had this bag for about 6 months, and this is a top grain leather. This is a veg tanned leather, and it's held up really good so far. There are a couple little marks like that tiny little spot there where I've kind of dinged it around, but overall, I use this every day. I take it everywhere I go. I sling it in my car. I take it with me to meetings, and I use it. This isn't just like a sit pretty bag. This is something that I use on a daily basis, and so far I'm really impressed with how it's held up, especially with what I've put it through. But when you can hold it by the handle here, or you can hold it by the shoulder strap here, and I utilize this handle all the time, and everything, as far as I can tell, has held up beautifully. And there's just a couple little scuffs, like there's a little scuff right here, probably where I throw it in my car, but overall, no complaints about this bag whatsoever. Love the leather. So this has got the easy release strap, and let's see what Bibles that I carry around with me every day. Number one, I have my personal size giant print King James from Thomas Nelson Verse Art Bible. This is a beautiful layout. I love the King James. I love what it has to offer when I'm using it to compare. Why do I carry more than one Bible in my bag? Is because I am comparing translations. I also like to use the New King James. Even though it's similar to the King James in some ways, I do like the note systems and the referencing system in the King James. And again, this has a double column layout. This is the regular thin line. I believe this is a 9.5 font. This one has the tabs. So I like to have both of these available. They are also both red letter editions. So these two I carry around. The reason I put these in my bag is because that's what they're designed to do. They have rough cut edges. They have paper. You can see I've got it dirty. This one's gotten a little wet. I mean, this is what these are designed to do. These are designed to take that beating. And as you can see, the covers have held up really nice considering they're taking daily abuse. Now, this is my current reader. And this is a rebind from Simple and Timeless Bible Rebinds. And of course, this has the mobile back study. I'll put all this stuff in the video description. But I'm reading the Berean Standard Bible, and I'm currently almost done with 2 Kings. So really nice layout, 9.5 Cambria font. And then of course, this has the waxy pull-up cowhide in the walnut and the Bordeaux. And this is some sort of a cowhide. We don't know what because it's from Tandy. It was a small piece. And then flip back, open it, and that's how I read it every day, sitting in my chair, looking forward. So these are the 3 Bibles that I have. Also, in another compartment, I have my journal. Now, look how this journal is wearing. I love this cowhide. Look at all that distress and just really slick. And the strap is kind of wearing out from using it over and over. And this is where I take my sermon notes and any notes that I hear from prayer. I got a prayer journal, sermon conference notes, sermon thoughts. Like if I get an idea, I write it down in here. And then I have also my prayer journal. So really, really awesome. Awesome. This is from LeatherNeo.com, by the way. I highly recommend them. They're excellent. And then when you look in here, you also see my ink pens. I have a highlighter and some ink pens, a Pigment Micron. There's a little pocket here I don't really use. This is where I keep my iPad, which isn't in there right now. It also has an extra little compartment here that I really don't use. This has more than I need, to be honest, but it's a really sharp bag. The pockets in the front pocket. Now, these do not have the quick release. I went ahead and released that ahead of time for sake of this video. I have from Annecy, my After the Apostles book that kind of features the early church fathers from like 50 AD-ish to 100, 200 AD-ish. Really nice. And then finally, in the very back, I have a couple magazines that I keep. We get an Influence magazine from our organization I'm a pastor for, the Assemblies of God. They send these quarterly, so I keep these in here to kind of read those, and then I have some sermon notes that I kept. It also has side pockets that I really don't use. This thing is awesome. It's held up great. There are no signs of wear. All the thread is holding up. And this is after 6 months of very heavy, regular, daily use, not taking it easy. So I'm very satisfied with this bag. I'm very satisfied with how the Bibles have held up inside of it. So what about you? What do you use to carry your Bibles around in every day? God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nichols Worth.